The massive construct of Rig 081 extends far below to the ocean bottom. At the end of this labyrinth of machinery are many caverns that run deep into the planet. At the very core of one such cavern is an old Eldar temple from a time long forgotten. A temple of Cain, lost since the days of the Fall. It houses an artifact hidden by the Eldar millennia ago. Now the site is a curiosity for the Inquisitors of the Imperium. This massive construct lies guarded by a small force of elite Imperial Guard and an Inquisitor of the Ordo Xenos, who has long attempted to gain access to this sacred shrine. Now, after months of trials, he has broken the runes and plundered the interior. The Eldar, seeking to gain access to this holy site and awaken the shrine, descend upon the forces of the humans with an unwavering ferocity gained from being so near the temple, their compulsion to kill the Mon-Kai intruders overwhelming their logic in their desperation to acquire the lost legacy of their people.
Alright, welcome to day 7 of Australise. So, for this Warzone Australise episode, we've got an Eldar match versus Astra Militari Guard. And Inquisition, yes. In a very, very awesome battle set underground, which you'll no doubt have heard in the story time. For all the special rules, consult the blog that we've set up, it's all up there. If anything's really important to the results of what happens, we'll explain it on the fly. But we do recommend you go there so that you can actually play along with some of these even scenarios. Try out building lists with your own stuff. See if you can't get Warzone Australise to end better than us.
Yeah.
So it's 1,000 points of Eldar and 1,000 points of combined Guard Inquisition.
Or Guard / Imperial agents.
Imperial agents, yes. So, starting with the Eldar, we have the Warlord here, who's a Farseer. Stock standard build. They're pretty much naked, except they have the relic, the Spirit Stone of Anaphon, for all the psychic goodness. And this is all inside of a CAD. So our two troops are this Dire Avenger squad, full 10 man, with the Exarch, who has Shimmer Shield and Power Lance. And over here is the same thing. So that guy's the Exarch, and he does have the same thing. He's just the only one who's not so big. And then we have a squad of 6 Howling Banshees here, with an Exarch who has the Mirror Swords. Then we have just a naked Dark Reaper squad, just 3 of them, no special missiles or anything, just them. And then here we have a Spirit Seer. Spirit Seer is naked, there is nothing on him, he's just a Spirit Seer. And then we have a squad of Wraith Guard. They do not have D-Scythes, they have the standard 12-inch D-gun instead. And then we have these, the Warwalkers, which don't have any really important upgrades. They're, again, mostly naked with scatter lasers and rocket launchers for both of them. Which they do have flak rockets as standard, but one of the restrictions for this one was no flag, so that will count for nothing. And that is the entirety of Eldar. Now let's see what they're up against for the same points cost. Alright, and here we have the 1,000 points of Imperium they're up against.
Yep. So what we've got here is an Emperor's Shield infantry platoon, platoon command squad with Vox and 3 sniper rifles.
Yep.
Then we have 3 infantry squads with Vox and Flamer, 2 infantry squads with Heavy Bolter and Vox, 1 heavy weapon squad with auto guns, and 1 special weapon squad with 3 grenade launchers, supported by an armoured sentinel with plasma cannon. Then we have an inquisitorial detachment with an Ordo Xenos Inquisitor, Inquisitor Cade. He is equipped with Psych Out grenades, Psychotrope grenades, Rad grenades, power armour, a plasma pistol, and a power sword.
No relics?
No relics.
Okay.
And then we have a Psychana division with 1 Chimera Psyker. And then finally, Cade has requisitioned the Sisters of Silence. So included is a formation of a Shield Maiden Null Force with 3 Sisters of Silence squads. One consists of 8 girls with swords plus 1 flamer. The next one consists of 4 flamers and 2 girls with swords. And the final one consists of 1 flamer, 3 bolters, and sword. And each squad has a superior.
Now, I've actually read their rules, and this is quite funny. The way you've taken this formation, you completely deny basically all the warp charges generated from the Farseer. So the only extra warp charges I will be getting will be from the Spirit Seer.
I guess you could say he detects a disturbance in the warp.
No. Alright, so now we've deployed, with the Eldar deploying within 12 inches of this board edge, and then, because of the special rules, all getting a scout move. We did roll to see if the Guard would seize, and if the Inquisition would seize, and they did not. Where this is the Inquisition deployment. Stacked to the brim with dudes to protect the Inquisitor. Just piles upon piles of dudes against these tiny little space elves.
Yeah, but you're going to get 4 shots. So.
Yes, it is Eldar first turn because you failed to seize, so we'll go into the Eldar movement phase. Alright, so in the Eldar movement phase, these guys stayed where they are. He, after a lot of hard decisions, moved up just a little bit. These guys advanced to here. These guys advanced to here. These guys took up the center, and the Warwalkers stayed where they were. And now we're going to go into the Psychic phases, which is going to be interesting because of your Sisters of Silence. So we'll see how that rolls. Alright, so in the Psychic phase, over here, the Spirit Seer successfully got off Conceal onto himself and his squad, giving them Shrouded. And then over here, the Farseer gave this squad Guide. And then he used a Witchfire on the one squad down there. He used Executioner, which killed the first guy. But unfortunately, he rolled Snake Eyes on the second guy, so it didn't get very far. Only inflicting 1 wound. That's 1 less human, though. And as you can see, it's pretty interesting to try and get line of sight on things in here. So now we go into the shooting phase. So, in the shooting phase, these guys took out all 3 of the snipers. These guys harried this squad, taking out, I think it was 3 of them, 4 of them. This squad here with Guide on managed to near wipe a squad, leaving only the Flamer alive. And then over here, shooting from the Warwalkers, eliminated most of their frontliners. At the end of that, none of them ran away, however. And there is nothing going on in the Eldar Assault phase, they're not going to do anything, so we go straight into Inquisition, turn 1. Alright, so in the Inquisition's turn, pretty much this squad's advanced, the front line is advanced to slaughter some Avengers. Basically started rushing for cover, moved these guys back to hide them from the offense of the heavy weapons back there, while moving Cade into some heavy cover. It's like you're planning to try and storm these barricades and hold them back with flamers. Or something, I don't know. What are you trying to do? And, okay, so now we go into your Psychic phase. So, let's go with that. Alright, so after a very disappointing shooting phase, no Psychic phase, because Psychic powers were nullified over there by the Sisters. A lot of shooting in orders and running, and the only result
2 dead Dire Avengers.
Yeah. Which brings us into Eldar turn 2. So in the movement phase of turn 2, the Eldar Dire Avenger squad has moved up here. The Farseer has moved in here. These guys are continuing to press this barricade. So are these guys. To block them off, and those guys are heading down there. So we'll go into the psychic phase. So, a very entertaining psychic phase in which I could do nothing, and the one thing I could do, I perilled on.
But
It's alright in the end. In the end, the only result was 3 dead lasguns. And no blessings or maledictions or just anything. Just Sisters of Silence, making everyone silent.
Yes, they were close enough to affect it in the outcome this time.
And they're only going to get closer. Oh shit. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. So, at the end of the Eldar shooting phase, this squad successfully killed 2 guys from that squad. This squad successfully killed how many sisters? 3? Thanks to Pseudo-Rend. These squads did not fire at all. While this squad over here killed a few more from over here with some missiles and lasers. And this guy was out of range of everything. And these guys didn't actually have line of sight on anything and can't run because it's a lot purposeful. So now we're going to go into the assault phase, which is probably going to be more painful for me than anything. But we're going to do it. We're going to declare some charges.
Yep.
So we'll take you back after that. So in the Eldar assault phase, the sergeant here was killed by the power lance, and before she got to strike back, and that was it. Everything else was tight combat. Over here, the Banshees wiped a squad of guardsmen off the face of the planet.
Yep.
And that was it for assault phase. Now we go into turn 2 for the Inquisition, and they really need to turn this around, or else it's probably game. Alright, so in the movement phase of the Inquisition, this squad moved in further. A couple of movements around here. The squad with the Inquisitor and the large squad of Sisters of Silence moved forward. Everything else moved forward looking to engage and sort of break out where the Eldar are weakest. Sort of. And now we go into your... well, are you going to bother with the psychic phase?
There's no point.
Alright, well then we will go into shooting phase straight up.
Which was my mistake for including a Psyker.
Should have bought a Commissar. Alright, so the Inquisition had a marginally successful... actually, I'd call it a very successful shooting phase. They've wiped out half of this squad, and almost all of the Banshees, which carry the deadly AP3 that they're allergic to, are near dead. As well as claiming Warlord kill, removing the Farseer from the game. Not that the Farseer was contributing too much in this game, actually. Rather. But, still, a very good success that actually points us at 1 point all.
And now we head into assault phase.
We head into assault phase, so we'll see how that turns out for Inquisition. Alright, so a very impressive assault phase. Taking out that entire squad, and where did they consolidate to? Over here. And yeah. Those Dire Avengers got pummeled to death. And we realised we'd been making a mistake earlier that we corrected. There should have been a few more dead Eldar than there was, so we took away some Eldar. Some dice. So yeah, now it looks like the Inquisition's starting to break through, especially on this side. Since the only full-strength squad left is this and this, these can't carry the relic. Yeah. They can't get to the relic. I don't think they could kill enough to make no one else get in the relic. But we'll move into Eldar turn 3. Alright, so doing the Eldar movement and psychic phase real quickly. These guys moved, these guys moved, these guys moved. Which is kind of problematic for shooting. And these guys moved as well to try and get some shots all the way down there. And these guys moved back because they hate flamers. In the psychic phase, this guy actually tried to cast Psychic Shriek on them. It got denied 3 times over, thanks to the Primaris Psyker in there. And then he suffered perils.
And lost his Conceal Reveal power.
Lost Conceal Reveal and took a word. Not enough to kill him, but... Anyway, Eldar shooting phase, a phase we love to shoot.
This is the cost of your witchcraft.
Curse you, and your antic witchcraft. So, in the shooting phase, these guys shot at this squad, and I don't think actually killed any of them. No. These Reapers shot all the way down there, between that gap, and killed a single Sister of Silence.
Because that's all they could see.
That's all they could see. These Banshees killed 2 Grenadiers, and these 3 Wraith Guard eliminated 3 Sisters. It didn't even need the Spirit Rock in the end either. And now we're going into the Assault phase. Assault phase, they charged the Grenadiers died, they consolidated 1 inch, the end.
Really simple.
Inquisition, turn 3. So, in the Inquisition movement phase, there was reshuffling of the front lines over here, with the Sentinel going up there. And is there anyone move up that last flank over there?
The lone flamer guy moved up to get in flamer range.
This is a very complex and strange battlefield to navigate sometimes. Yeah. So, looks like the Inquisition has decided they don't like the Wraith Guard after the D shots. So, now we're going to their shooting and orders phase. Or psychic phase if you would want to.
No.
Alright, shooting phase. Alright, so the shooting phase ended rather well.
It was quite devastating.
The X-Arch here was murdered by a flamer. The Dark Reaper squad that was here was eliminated by that Sentinel. Got a direct blast, just
Surprisingly accurate.
obliterated them. Over here, the single remaining Banshee was finished off by a flamer from this squad. This squad threw a Psych Out grenade into there and killed the Spirit Seer by auto-perilsing it. And then over here, these 2 didn't manage to kill any, but the plasma gun from Inquisitor Cade managed to kill 1. And these guys also contributed to the death of the Banshees. Definitely 1. And now we go to Assault phase. So we'll see how that goes. Alright, so in the Assault phase, after you tried to psych out and get the Wraith Guard high,
Psychotrope Grenade rolled a 6, but they all passed their initiative test.
it was a silly move to begin with, literally trying to make ghosts hallucinate.
It's what it has to do.
But they're ghosts, so it didn't work. So instead, the Sisters of Silence just used their great swords to cut them down.
Yep, thanks to the rad grenades, making them wound on 5s instead of 6s.
And then Third Enemy, and a lot of other combinations. And some good rolling, just in general.
Yeah.
So
3 out of the 4.
So that leaves, literally, with Eldar with 1, 2, 3 units that are actually capable of carrying this relic.
And the War Walkers.
And the War Walkers are unable because they're vehicles. So,
we've decided to call the game here as Inquisition Victory.
clear as day.
Stay tuned for the next mission, where the Inquisition will have to still get off Riga.
Stay tuned for the next mission, in which the Eldar, having foreseen this, have actually set up an ambush for the moment he leaves. So we'll have to see if Inquisitor Cade can make it off the beach where he crashes. That's next time. So, stay tuned for more Warzone Australise.
Yep.
Alright, so MVP time. We're giving Eldar MVP to the White Squad of Dire... The White Squad of Dire Avengers. They did exceedingly well. They killed more than the Red Squad. Even in Assault, they were pretty deadly as far as Dire Avengers go.
They definitely got the most kills in the game.
Probably.
They wiped out the most squads.
Matched only by the...
Well, they only lost because they got assaulted while they were still locked in combat.
Yeah.
By another sister squad. So.
If they'd been able to overwatch a BS2 with all their shots, that might have been a different story.
Yeah.
Now we go into MVP 4. God.
We have a surprise MVP.
The Sentinel.
The Sentinel. We were thinking about Cade and his sister squad, but the Sentinel actually turned the tide of the game when it killed the Warlord and then killed the Dire Reaper squad.
Please don't remind me.
So we're giving this funny looking thing MVP.
God bless Sentinels. Or curse them, whichever.
Then
The most useless unit.
So most useless was my Primaris. It was completely stupid to take it. It did nothing. It was a waste of points. I don't know what I was thinking. That's all I have to say about it.
It spent the entire time
Hiding and doing nothing.
inside of a bubble. It only did one thing, and that was deny a psychic scream that would have killed the squad.
That's true. So
That's it.
That's all it did.
All it did. And representing the most useless unit for Eldar is the Dark Reapers. I just think I brought them to counter the sisters. They weren't...
in the end, all they did was kill a couple of guardsmen and one sister.
In the end, I think they're actually too long-ranged for this mission.
I think they just...
And not mobile enough.
Yeah.
I think that's points I could have spent on Winged Riders and other units.
Yeah.
Maybe more Dire Avengers. So, yeah.
Well, Wind Riders can't fly underground.
Really bikes.
Yeah, it would have been weird.
That's why I didn't take them.
Exactly.
Anyway, so that concludes this episode of Australise. Thanks for watching.
Stay tuned on the website to see the results of this mission and what the Warlords got out of it.